Hello and welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Rəsmi. President İlham signed an executive order on providing financial support to the public television and radio broadcasting company. According to the executive order, $640,000 in money equivalent were allocated from the reserve fund of the president to the public television and radio broadcasting company for obtaining the right to broadcast the 33rd Summer Olympic Games in Paris, France in 2024. President İlham continues to receive messages of congratulations on the occasion of the 28th of May, the Independence Day. President of the Republic of Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Philip King of Belgium, President of the Republic of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, President of the Republic of Portugal, Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, President of Czech Republic, Miloš Zeman, President of the Republic of Slovakia, Zuzana Chaputova, First President of the Republic of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau, General Umar Sissoko Imbala, President of the Swiss Confederation, Ignacio Casas, President of Croatia, Zoran Milanovic, and King of Morocco, Mohammed VI, addressed letters of congratulations to President İlham Aliyev and extended their best wishes of prosperity and welfare to the President and the people of Azerbaijan. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, has received Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Tourism and Cultural Heritage of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Aziz Abduhakimov. Aziz Abduhakimov conveyed President of Uzbekistan Shavkat Mirziyoyev's greetings to the President of Azerbaijan. President İlham Aliyev thanked for Shavkat Mirziyoyev's greetings and asked the Deputy Prime Minister to extend his greetings to the President of Uzbekistan. It was noted that the meetings that friendly relations between Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan were successfully developing in various fields: political, economic, transport and others. The sides also highlighted the importance of reciprocal visits in this regard. During the conversations, they touched upon the importance of the selection of Şamaxı as a tourism capital of the Turkic world by the Organization of Turkic States and the holding of the 7th meeting of the Ministers of Tourism of the member countries of the organization there. The sides expressed confidence that this event would contribute to the expansion of cooperation in the field of tourism between the member states of the organization. President İlham Aliyev praised the initiative of the President of Uzbekistan to build a school in the territory of Izuli district liberated from Armenian occupation. President İlham Aliyev said that given the existence of a large number of historical sites and historical monuments of world importance in the two countries, there was good potential for expanding cooperation in the field of tourism. The visitor pointed to the effective cooperation between relevant agencies of the two countries in the field of tourism and expressed his satisfaction with his participation in the event in Şamaxı. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, has received Secretary General of the Organization of Turkic States, Baghdad Emreyev. During the meeting, the parties stressed the successful cooperation in different directions pursued within the framework of the Organization of Turkic States, and the role of Azerbaijan in the activity of this organization was highly praised. The significance of the support extended by the organization during the invasion of our lands by Armenia and in the course of the Patriotic War was one more time emphasized. Baghdad Emreyev recalled with pleasure his visits to the territories liberated from the occupation, including Shusha. The guest brought to the attention that the meeting of Information and High Technologies Ministers of the member states of the Organization of Turkic States will take place in Baku in the coming days, and that the representatives of the ministries attending the meeting will also attend Technofest Azerbaijan Aerospace and Technology Festival. He also added that they intend to organize an extensive business forum within the framework of the Organization of Turkic States in Shusha in June. It was noted that the private companies and businessmen from the Turkic world were showing great interest in the reconstruction works implemented in the Azerbaijan territories liberated from the occupation. Noting that Shusha was announced as the cultural capital of the Turkic world in 2023, Baghdad Emreyev added that numerous cultural events will be taking place in Shusha. During the course of the conversation, the parties noted the importance of the selection of Şamaxı as a tourism capital of the Turkic world by the Organization of Turkic States and expressed confidence that Baghdad Emreyev's visit to Şamaxı will contribute to the expansion of cooperation in the field of tourism between the Turkic states. During the conversation, the parties exchanged views on the prospects of cooperation. Then a commemorative picture was taken. A historic chance to establish a lasting peace has emerged in the region. The Brussels meeting can be assessed as significant progress in terms of turning Azerbaijan's peace initiatives into reality.
The regular meetings of the presidents of Azerbaijan and the Council of the European Union and the Prime Minister of Armenia in Brussels were important in strengthening the post-conflict realities and turning Azerbaijan's peace agenda into reality. After the war, the President of Azerbaijan repeatedly called for closing the page of the conflict, strengthening the atmosphere of peace and mutual trust, stressing that the European Union is the driving force in this matter. We consider the European Union an honest broker and welcome its efforts. I believe and think that since the Minsk Group co-chairmanship is dysfunctional now, the European Union can play and plays a very active role in the normalization process. We support it and see the benefits. With 5 basic principles presented to Yerevan some time ago, the official Baku once again demonstrated its principled position in achieving a lasting peace. The Brussels meeting showed the dominance of these fundamental principles, including being synchronous with the principles of trilateral statements. The phrase Nagorno-Karabakh was not used in the meeting, the issue of status was not on the agenda at all, and the parties only dwelt on the rights of the Armenian population living in Azerbaijan. All this confirms that the path to a peace agreement passes only on the basis of international law and in the framework determined by Azerbaijan. The statement of the EU President, Charles Michel, following the meeting also indicates that the opening of the Zengezur corridor, which Azerbaijan insists on and Armenia has doubts about, is an inevitable reality. The leaders agreed on the need to proceed with unblocking the transport links. They agreed on the principles governing transit between Western Azerbaijan and Nakhchivan, and between different parts of Armenia via Azerbaijan, as well as international transport through communications infrastructure of both countries. Already on May 23rd, the President of Azerbaijan signed an executive order on the establishment of the State Commission for the delimitation of the state border. The same step was taken by Armenia. Thus, the Brussels meeting is another success of Azerbaijani diplomacy and the beginning of a new stage, which will be accompanied by peace and development in the region.
The city of Şamaxı was selected as the tourism capital of the Turkic world for 2023. The decision was made at the 7th meeting of the Ministers of Tourism of the Organization of Turkic States and the 17th meeting of the Working Group on Tourism. A joint roadmap for tourism development was also adopted. The roadmap will expand cooperation in the field of tourism. The statement came from the Deputy Secretary General of the Organization of Turkic States, Mir Vahid Azimov. Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of Germany to Azerbaijan, Wolfgang Manning, visited Shusha. During the visit, which was supported by the State Committee on Work with Refugees and IDPs, information was provided on the state policy implemented under the leadership of President Ilham Aliyev in the field of work with refugees and internally displaced persons. It was noted that during the 44-day war, the occupation of Armenia was ended, IDPs were allowed to return to their homes, and construction and restoration work is underway. Wolfgang Manning visited the statues of prominent Azerbaijani personalities. He got acquainted with Khushud Banu Natavan's house, Han Gezi Garden, Han Gezi Spring, Han Palace statue, and House of Uzeir Hajibeli, as well as Yukhari Geferaga Mosque and Kazanchi Church. Road infrastructure projects implemented in the territories of Karabakh and East Zengezur economic regions play an important role in socio-economic development of the liberated territories. Füzuli-Hadrut Highway, which is being constructed at an accelerated pace, is one of these projects. The length of the Füzuli-Hadrut Highway is 12 kilometers. Road of the first technical category starts from the Victory Road and connects to the Shukurbayli-Jabrail-Hadrut Highway, which is under construction. The width of the roadway with 4 lanes will be 14 meters. Excavation work is currently underway in the highway. In addition, drainage systems are being built along the road using pipes of various diameters and crossings for water passage. Füzuli-Hadrut Highway passes through Füzuli and Khojavend districts liberated from the occupation. That was all for the day. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.